Hello and welcome to What's Gaming. Today I'm going to talk about Need for Speed Unbound, which is a racing video game developed by Criterion Games and published by Electronic Arts for PlayStation 5, Windows and Xbox Series X and S. The game was released recently on December 2nd, 2022 and is a 25th installment in the Need for Speed series. The map is based in a fictional city inspired by Chicago called Lakeshore City. Like previous entries in the series, it features an open-world environment, being mainly focused around illegal street racing. The heat system from Need for Speed Heat returns in Unbound, where the player attempts to gain notoriety among the police. The game features realistic visual style with a hint of anime aesthetic to some of the elements in the game, including your character along with the graffiti art style. The game has a day and night cycle. During the day, you could do different sorts of races and stuffs, and the heat is constantly being generated as you race through the streets, meaning the cops are vigilantly watching you as you break the law and will tend to chase you down. Daytime events are more chill and relaxed, but also has low pay rewards. During nighttime, the rewards are higher and the gameplay is more interesting and electrifying. The more you race, the more you build heat. While the cops pile on the pressure, you got to make tactical decisions using escape mechanics to take control of the chase. The heat meter rises more frequently and quickly during the night time, and cops are more persistent and aggressive. This game mechanic is interesting as it adds risk and reward functionality, instead of just making you play on a single template. So you have the opportunity to get higher rewards during night, but at the same time deal with more nuances of the lawkeepers and the risk of losing it all. During release, the game has 143 varieties of cars and features various forms of customization, such as installing various body kits, adding a splitter, or even completely removing the front or rear bumpers. Since this is a racing game, there are a bunch of different racing events you end up doing, like standard race events, drift events, takeovers, side bettings, endurance races with different specialty maneuvers. Drifting is the major focus event of the game, and every car can drift in this arcade-style game. Drifting fills your NOS meter, which is another important aspect of the game. Like many racing games, NOS stays an important thing in the game, which would get you past your opponents in a blazing speed, outdrive cops, and trigger boost animations, which are fun things to watch. Now, this can also be looked as one of the downsides because the game pushes you to over-rely on NOS. The graphics looks good and the voice acting is very well done. The characters got a hip-hop street style with anime aesthetics. Another minor downside could be that it does not have a cockpit view. So if you are a fan of driving in cockpit mode while enjoying the interiors, you might be a little disappointed by not seeing that feature. The reason could be that since this is an arcade-style street racing, the developers might not have found this aspect important enough. Also, I don't want to spoil the story, but there is a huge possibility for you to find the story a bit cringy, where they try to push a very poorly written narrative excessively, which could spoil your experience a little bit. Nevertheless, the main focus is on the gameplay where you race the streets illegally, outdrive cops, buy yourself nice cars and stats, and make your way through the Grand Lakeshore's ultimate street racing challenge. Need for Speed Unbound also has crossplay system, so play with your friends regardless of the platform they're on through its multiplayer mode. So that was my brief review on Need for Speed Unbound. I hope you found this interesting and helpful, and if you did, kindly like, share, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated to my new videos. Also, do mention in the comments if you are already trying out this game and what are your experiences with it, which aspects of the game you like the most and which aspects you like the least. I will see you all again soon with more content.